Hey guys, welcome back. So, I'm not at home now shooting a review. We are here at Orchard Central right here in Singapore. We are at SandBox VR, right? So if some of you might not have heard of SandBox VR, it's sort of a virtual reality, sort of like a battle arena in a sense. So we're here. I'll put the link to the address and the website in the video description below. So I'm not alone, all right? So I'm here in SandBox VR with Eugene Goh. So Eugene Goh is the business advisor for SandBox VR Singapore. So I believe SandBox VR Singapore because your HQ is in another country. Where is it exactly?
All right, our HQ is in Hong Kong and US. So in Singapore, it's a franchise model. Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. So when did SandBox VR start in Singapore?
So we opened in 2018. So we have been in Singapore for about 2.5 years now. It all started in Hong Kong in about 2017, and in Singapore we were one of the first few overseas locations that it opened.
Okay, cool. All right, so just a few questions before we go into the room. I know you guys want to see the inside the room and see all the equipment. I'm very excited about it myself. So I believe you have two rooms. They are different sizes, am I right? So what's the difference between the two, like in terms of number of players?
Okay, so in both rooms are actually the same configurations. The only difference is that the smaller room can fit 4 players, while the larger room can fit 6.
Okay. So small room for large 6, but I'm guessing now with COVID, I guess maximum is 5, that kind of thing. All right, so actually that's going to be my next question. So like compared to how you normally run, I'm sure you've got an entire procedure for all the people that come over. Like, is anything changed like in terms of cleanliness, hygiene, how you handle the groups that come in?
All right, I wouldn't say that there's a lot that's changed. I would say that we have done more cleaning instead. So even before the whole pandemic, what we've done is after every session, we do wipe down all the equipment. We disinfect all the vests, the trackers, the backpacks and things like that. So the main difference now will probably be the safe entry check-in, as well as we disinfect all surfaces, including the iPads. The chairs are all spread further apart so that they are safe distancing.
So maybe you can just walk me through. So let's say we got a group, and by the way, I've got a group of fans here who are going to play the game. So we're gonna talk to them before and after and see what they felt about the game. But just walk me through the entire procedure. Like, what do they do when they come in? What are the different steps before they finally get to play?
Okay, so once a group comes in, first you'll do a check-in where you will key in your details to see if you have been here before. You don't have to do the waiver forms again. If you are new, then you have to do our new waiver form at the entrance. After that, one of our staff will brief you about the game that you're going through, the equipment that you're going to wear, and then start gearing you up. So at the same time, you get to fill in your names inside the system, because at the end of the game, like the videos that I mentioned, right, there will be details like your team name, player names, and things like that. Okay. So once that's done, they will enter the room, and that's where we'll do a very quick safety briefing. No going out of the boundaries, don't hit each other, things like that. And then after that, gear up the rest of the equipment, which is like the haptic vest and the backpack PC.
Okay.
And then after that, the Oculus, headphones, and then we'll start the experience.
So there are headphones as well?
Yes, correct. So it will be fully immersive. In fact, you won't be able to hear us as well, because I'm sure you would want to hear the staff talk, right? Yeah. So all you get to hear is only the in-game as well as what your teammates are saying.
Okay. Actually, while Eugene was answering my question, we've actually got a group of guys inside playing in one of the rooms. I don't know if you could hear it, but okay, I'm sure you heard that. Anyway, and actually there are a few different games. You can see some of the frames like here. We got 5 different games. So later we'll check with my friends, see which one they want to play. But anyway, let's not waste too much time. Let's get into the room. Before we play, we will check out all the equipment and see what you get to wear and all that. And yeah, then we'll start playing. All right, so we are here in one of the rooms. This is the bigger room, I believe. Okay, the bigger room. There's one thing I wanted to ask, like if someone came here, could they just straight away book multiple sessions at a go, or do you only allow one at a time?
We usually do bookings online first. So we do have bundle deals online where you book 2 sessions at one time for lower rates. So if you do walk in, we cannot guarantee there are slots. For example, we are already fully booked out the entire weekend now. So best to go online once you have a day and time in mind. Go online and then book online as well.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's talk about the room. Okay, so if you see here, we've got all like this whole range of equipment. Obviously, you've got the Oculus. And by the way, during the briefing, I also realized that they have specific prescription lenses. I don't remember that in like if you were to buy an Oculus. So do you have one with the lens? So Is this made by SandBox or does Oculus have this already?
So for this, we get it from the HQ itself. So I believe it's not with Oculus, but they probably work together with the distributor in Hong Kong for this. So like what my staff mentioned, if you are wearing glasses, you won't be able to wear glasses inside the Oculus itself. So we have prescription lenses that goes from 200 to 700 degrees. So of course the best is contact lenses because both eyes might not be the same, things like that. But then again, once you put it on, the Oculus you can also adjust it higher, lower for the best clarity as well. So not to worry so much about this.
Okay, so let's take a look. So this is, what do you call it, a backpack PC? Backpack PC. Right? So this is by MSI, I believe you can see here. MSI VR1. So this is something that you can actually buy as well. I mean, outside if you want. I've never seen this outside though, but you probably can. Huh? All right. So do you happen to have the specs of the system?
Okay, I know that the processor is an Intel Core i7, and then the GPU is the NVIDIA GeForce 1070.
So definitely VR ready. So obviously, okay. So from here, we can take it out. Oh, so it has a battery inside, right? So you can see here. So this is the battery level, I believe. Oops. So you've got a backpack here. You've got all your cables. It's not light. It's a good thing that you put it on like a bag. Okay, so that's cool. So apart from the PC for your VR, you also have your weapons, and I can see a whole bunch of weapons. Let's take a look at the first one. Let me remove this. Okay, so you've got this. So what is this in the game?
Okay, so this is actually used in Star Trek, where there is a torchlight that you are holding on. So this can allow you to shine on things. And then also we do use this for UFL as well, where you actually use hand-to-hand combat. But for UFL, we do have another cover. So for the covers wise, after you slot it in, for UFL, you actually get to swing it like this.
Okay, sorry, just for our viewers' sake, what exactly is that one of the games, UFL?
Yes, Unbound Fighting League. So that's where you actually VS versus each player versus player instead. So for all our other experiences are all team-based game where you try to complete your mission together, right? For UFL, you actually fight against each other, a bit like Mortal Kombat.
So is this to prevent you from hitting your friend?
Correct. So actually in real life, in the game itself, you can see that I'm this close to you, but in real life, we're actually about 3 to 4 steps away. Yeah, so it's actually a secondary precaution, but usually nobody has hit each other with this yet. But but this is just a better precaution as well.
On the top, you have a lot of this blue light. So I assume these are the trackers?
Motion cameras. So these are actually motion cameras used by Hollywood films as well. When you try to, like your Marvel films, where they have all the tracker balls, it's the same logic. It's just that we do not track that precise as like your mouth, your eyes. Okay. But it's the same logic behind it.
Ah, okay, cool. All right, and then on the floor you will have these 4 corners, so it is L-shaped tape on the floor. I'm guessing that's the boundary, right? Now you've got your helmet on, the Oculus, and you've got all this stuff. In game, how do you know that you've passed the boundary? Okay,
so there will be a box around as well. It will either be red lines, blue lines, or whatever the game asks for. And once you go near it, a virtual wall will come out first.
Last question before we get to our guys playing. How long is the game, or does it depend on which game you play?
It's the same. Each session is designed to be 45 minutes long. You have 30 minutes in the VR session itself, and then 15 minutes where you are doing the gearing up that you did earlier.
The briefing earlier and all that.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Oh, and by the way, the games. So are these something that you could get on your own if you got a VR headset, or are these specifically made by SandBox or made for SandBox?
No, they're all SandBox games. So we have our own technical team that writes the game, that runs the simulations and things like that. We have designers. We used to outsource some of it, but due to COVID and all, they have downscaled slightly. So it's all in-house now.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, so we got our friends. They're going to get set up. Once they're set up, we'll take a look at all their equipment and then we'll start playing.
Where are they gonna come from? Oh my god. Look at
let's ask our team captain and loudest person in the game, May. How was the whole experience?
It was fun. It was tiring. Yeah.
So that part when you were like tapping each other's shoulder, that's to heal, is it? Oh, by the way, let me introduce everyone. It's Eric, May, Lindsay, Newman, and the one hiding behind me is my wife, G. You know her. All right. So, what game was that, by the way?
The Deadwood Mansion.
Deadwood, man.
What kind of game is it?
Zombie game.
And a big guy who killed us eventually.
That was the boss.
There were a lot of
I think so. I don't know.
So before the boss, you guys couldn't die. Or?
No, we could die, I think, but we must have a lot of health or something.
So like unlimited health until the boss.
No, I don't think so. I think we just were too good at the game, so we weren't getting bitten a lot.
Very well said, Lindsay.
You gotta take her word for it, huh? All right. So big question: would you guys come back again if you had the chance?
Definitely.
Okay.
There are still 4 games for us to play, right?
Oh yeah, there's another 4 more games. You got like the Star Trek one. There's Ember. There's a UFL Fighting League. Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't get a chance to play. Maybe I'll come back again. But these guys loved it, so I'm sure you guys will love it too. So again, I'll put a link to the address and the website in the video description below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for playing. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.